What's happening, crew? My name's Luke C. Marcotte, and it's good to be back. So today is going to be a little bit of an adventure. We are currently leaving the beautiful Detroit Metro and headed up to absolutely stunning, impeccable, quite honestly, maybe even perfect, Northern Michigan. And for those of you who don't know, it's where I've grown up. It's where I still have a cabin. It's where I go vacation. It's where my family lives, etc. So we're headed up today on a beautiful Friday. Way too hot for my liking, but we'll make do. And we're actually headed up today for work-related reasons, unfortunately. Just going up for a day trip. I guess going up this evening, have some fun, meet some friends, have a fire, drink a beer, and then head on back down tomorrow night. But tomorrow I have to put some roof ice melt, basically, which is like de-icing wire. It goes on someone's roof so it doesn't dam up and cause a bunch of leakage and destroy a roof and inside of a house. And so I'm going to take you guys along for this journey. And this will be more of a vlog style that I'm going to start doing here, especially more work-related stuff as well. And see what you guys think of it. So let me know in the comments below, and continue going on. I'm actually shooting across the state right now from the east side to the west, and we're headed to the not-so-beautiful Grand Rapids, Michigan. From Grand Rapids, I'm sorry, but east side is way better. And so we're headed over there because one of my suppliers actually only had this certain ice melt over in their location over there. Luckily, it's kind of sort of on the way up to my place, so it's not too far out of the way, but make it happen, make a good little driving montage through there. We are now rolling into the old hometown of Kalkaska. Nothing but marijuana shops, and that's about it. Gas stations. For some reason, we got more marijuana shops and gas stations than you could ever for. This is the town where I grew up. I was actually born downstate, moved up here when I was 5 or 6 years old. You know, nothing ever changes here. Looking over there at McDonald's, I guarantee you, I can name probably 10 people on that line there and who owns those trucks and how long they've had that truck for. And also driving around here, literally wave at every grew up in this, small, simple man, town of 2,000 people. 30 minutes from the next biggest town, which is still only a population of 15,000 people, and 3 hours away from the nearest city, which is only a city of about 200,000 people. So it's definitely nothing to brag about, nothing to be ashamed about either. Even if you look over here, actually, you see all this construction behind Harlan the Wonder Bub. Used to be a big old, there's a big trout right there, trout fountain. Used to be a big lumber yard over there, and the state actually gave a grant to this place to make a big old weed park there. So now they're building out some kind of crazy ass park so people can basically get high and go have parties and throw fiestas. Here's the sports shop right there I worked at in high school, slinging minnows for my day job. Ain't much, but you know, hey, there's my brother right there. Yep, my little bro. Probably see him later tonight. Drinking a beer. It's a simple life, man. Good life. Just too slow moving for me. But we're back up here now. Going to do a couple jobs this weekend. I'll take you guys along for those, like I said before. And we're actually going to go look for some property on the lake. There's literally probably 100,000 lakes in Michigan. So it's going to be a special lake. I don't want none of you up, so I'm going to say which lake, but I'm going to be looking for property this weekend to purchase and build a cabin on. And so that's going to be coming to the YouTube channel here within the next year, I would say, to be realistic. Obviously, I want everything to happen sooner than that, but got to find property first. And you know, I don't know what the property is really going for around here for the kind of lot that I want. It's probably going to be anywhere from $20,000 to $60,000 for a quarter acre, half acre lot. So just find the right one, enough elevation for what I'm looking for, etc. And it'll be a good time. I enjoy property shopping. It's one of my favorite hobbies and pastimes. So I'll take you guys along for the ride, and we'll see what we can find, and it'll be exciting. All right, we're gonna be pulling into the old parents' pole barn house. Harlan the Wonder Bub excited to get out and run like a free Billy boy. Turn on down here. Now, I'm not a huge fan of dirt roads. In fact, I hate dirt roads. even though I grew up here and literally almost all of them are dirt roads. But man, why in the hell would anybody build on a road like this? Like maybe a cabin, sure, that might be cool. But you see how this is all graded? My dad has to do that with a John Deere tractor like 400 times a year, and you can still see how rough this is. And so every time I come down here, I just shake my head and go, what in the hell were you guys thinking? Beautiful back here though. Rolling hills, close to the lakes, especially the lake that I'm looking to buy property on. My brother lives across the street from the lake, so my older brother, and so family's all here, so it's kind of the idea. Come up here and just have fun, venture around, explore. All my friends from high school, which aren't that many, only had like 97 kids in my class, and most of them weren't my friends. But regardless, it's a good time, and it is home. This is my favorite part about this thing. The rest of the roads suck, but then you turn in here. Kind of cool compound they have built. And you show up and boom, pole barn house. Can't beat it.
Tank, and then I'd start looking for my next gas station. So I'd pull over, fill the front back up, fill the back up.
All right, just had a damn good night with the fam at the bonfire last night. One thing about me is I am super lucky to have been blessed with a gift most consider a curse. It is currently 7:30 a.m. Beautiful Saturday morning. I think I was up till 2 a.m. No matter how late I stay up, I can never sleep in. And it's not that I can't sleep in and I'm tired. It's just I'm fucking I am ready to go. I am well rested. So today it's a beautiful, cool morning. We're getting up, ready to go. Gonna go get some breakfast, get some more parts around, and we're gonna go start slinging some wire up on a roof. So fucking beautiful day for it. I'm the Wonder Bob.
Well, I'll be. This ain't the most beautiful morning of any Saturday to get up on some guy's roof and start slanging some cable. I don't know what is. Right now we're headed into town. Gonna go to a little breakfast joint, get some brekkie, get a coffee, swing by the old hardware store. Alright, guy behind me back there is driving in the wrong lane for no reason, but that's okay. This is northern Michigan. Ain't nobody give a fuck. Oh yeah, gonna go pick up a couple breakers. For some reason down by Detroit Metro, they are completely out of home line breakers, but gonna go track them down right quick like, or else I'm just gonna stick them right to the main feeds and call it good, but we'll figure it out. This is beautiful Manistee Lake up here in Kalkaska. Not the lake I'm going to be purchasing a property on. It's a bigger one, it's a decent one, but just not one of the more nicer ones, I guess, around here. So, but definitely cool. Got this thing called the Cove. Got the Cove gas station coming up here. Carefree Cove Pizza. Used to be a good lunch special every single fucking day because there ain't no other fucking food around here, but it was decent. Got the old good hometown hardware rental place. Pick up some breakers. Got our breakers peeling out now. Running a little behind, so I ain't gonna stop at my favorite breakfast joint, so I had to swing by the old Mickey D's. Got myself a decent, almost decent coffee, I guess. But got myself a little, I don't even know what I got. I think it was a biscuit. So I'm gonna roll with my biscuit and my coffee over to a gentleman, which names I can't remember right now. Well, I've known him my whole life. Brad, that's who it is. It is not my morning if you can't tell. I mean, it is my morning. I'm gonna go have some fun, but see you there in a second. Pretty crazy seeing all this construction going on in my little hometown for a big old marijuana place. Probably what, maybe 7, 8, maybe 10 years ago, they had people come and tell us how terrible pot was, and every parent pretended they didn't smoke it. Regardless, all the real estate around here just went up a lot more. All right, just got here to Big Bad Brad's house. I'm tearing into it. Unloading the truck right now. Gotta get up there. Working on a beautiful lake here that I grew up kind of near. Be doing our ice melt up there. Stay tuned. As you can tell, the back of my truck is a mess, but we're about to get rolling. One trick I do here with my tool belt is I peel all the tools right out of it. Damn, dude. A lot of stuff. If you can't tell, I don't wear these very often. But since I'm getting up on the roof, it makes the most sense. The big thing is preparation is everything. I'm taking everything, putting it in my tool pouch, getting ready before I head up the ladder. That way I'm not chasing myself down, up and down, up and down, wasting a bunch of time. Efficiency equals profit. I like profit. All right, so every time I do one of these, it seems to be like kind of different. And so I'm trying to figure this one out real quick. So far, I'm not liking these clips. Usually they just clip right under the bottom of the shingle, so there's no penetrations in the roof. I understand it could be a little less sturdy because snow might pull it down, but these are kind of just a pain in the ass because you have to break them in half because they actually come, and they do that. They actually come like this and you have to break them in half, so then they would look like this short one, but then you have to take these tabs and bend them out. So I already got them, already here. I'm gonna try and use them. All right, so figuring out how much you need and how big the loops you need and how much length you need on each side, I just look up the instructions. Like I said, it's usually different every time I try to do this stuff because it's just whatever the supplier has in stock last minute, and so we do it. And so this is actually the Easy Heat system from Emerson, and they said with a 24-inch overhang, like this roof has here, we need 30-inch loops on it. And so in order to do that, now they give you a multiplier, and we have to measure the entire length of the roof down there. And by doing that, I'm gonna hop down now, I'm gonna measure it, times it by the multiplier, and it'll tell me exactly how much wire I need to go up and down. I just bought a spool of this stuff so we can start using some of the same stuff every time. So I'm gonna show you guys basically how I do it and how I figure it out so that we get the correct length wire and make sure this roof doesn't get destroyed in the winter. So this roof happens to be about 35 foot long. And so as you can tell, I just measured down, kind of use these grooves as measuring points so I could go faster with it. So I knew I could remeasure from there, hook the tape measure on it, etc. Another way you could do it is actually measure the width of this piece, and you can just count them. Add it up that way. It takes a little more time, but sometimes you could just gotta do whatever works for you. So now I'll do a calculation real quick and we'll see how long we need this cable to be. All right, so real quick, a little bit of hillbilly contractor math, which I got a D- in every math class in my life, so might be wrong on this one, so don't take my advice, but here's how I'm doing it. So we have a 24-inch eave, which we measured over there, which is underneath the roof. And so on Emerson's instructions for this Easy Heat system, if you have a 24-inch eave overhang, you need 30-inch loops. That's the loops that will be going up and down on the roof like this. So from here to here needs to be 30 inches in between there. So there's our 30-inch loops. Now we got the length of the roof as we just measured, and it gave us a 2.7 multiplier for length based off the 30-inch loops, and it'll tell us the exact length wire we need to meet that. And that will come here with our roll of wire here. As to the Easy Heat system, this is basically what the wire looks like. And as you can see, there's measuring numbers on there for how many feet. So we'll then be able to cut it exactly to length and should be good. So now we take 35, times that by 2.7. I'm gonna use a calculator real quick. I'm terrible with this. So I actually got pretty lucky on this. I've done this a few times, so I'm pretty good at eyeballing and estimating things. So I thought it was gonna be right at 100 feet total for each side of the house, which, as you can see from this, 200 feet. So that way we'll use it all up perfectly so we can get both the side of the house over there and over there. So that's how we do it. 35 feet for roof length times the 2.7 multiplier gives us 94.5 feet. We'll probably just do an even 100 for dropping it down to the box. Gives us our 30-inch loops and no more ice dams. Moving along here at the house, putting on the heat trace. You can see these little clips right here going all the way down. That's what I've been working on right now. We're about to finish up this side over here, drop it down to where the junction box will be for it. And then it's pretty simple from there, just weaving it back and forth and making sure it's all stays in place. These things here, as you can see, you pick up the shingle and then you nail it up underneath there. Obviously you want to put a good amount of sealant on there. Roofing silicone is what I'll use. Just want to make sure you're not damaging the roof, causing leaks. But pretty fairly simple, straightforward. Like I said, usually the clips I usually use clip onto the shingle itself, so it takes half the time. But these honestly are a little nicer. They'll be much stronger. You don't have to worry about snow bringing it down, taking it off, because here in northern Michigan, I'm not exaggerating, when there's probably 2 to sometimes 3 foot of snow on this roof at some time. So gonna run to the store, get another breaker. Got the wrong one. Panel's full too, so gotta put some tandems in there. Get some sealant, we'll move forward. Well, the biggest pet peeve of my life just happened again. And that is wrong parts. They sent me a couple thermostats for the heat tape, but it was for in-floor heat, electric in-floor heat. Thing was called, whatever the thermostat was called, like warm tile or something like that. And you know, it's Saturday, so they're not open. Especially at 5:30 p.m. Ain't nowhere to get this shit. And it's 4 hours away from my house. So, I mean, I'm probably going to come up next weekend and finish it because I want to get paid, baby. But it just sucks. Stuff like this will throw off so much stuff. I mean, have money into it, don't get paid for it, waste time. Now I have to come up next weekend to get it done and take time off of doing jobs down there. Probably shouldn't have been up here doing the job right now with how much work I have down by Detroit, but did it. This old guy, you know, and an excuse to get up here. Just terrible, absolutely terrible, you know. Probably should have looked through the box and everything like that, so it's always my fault, of course, but damn, this shit sucks. Just really sucks my ass, man. Well, another customer today paid me a bottle of whiskey. Time to go look at some real estate, crack some whiskey when I get home, grill something, hang with Harlan the Wonder Bub and the family. All right, crew, just got home after not having the greatest experience of after work on a Saturday because fuckers forgot my goddamn, or got the wrong fucking, probably should stop swearing so much on this, but regardless, I'll make the rest of the day good. Just ate a cheeseburger, drinking what may even be perhaps the worst beer I've ever had in my life. But after how much we drank last night, this is like what's left in the fridge, like the back of the fridge. Like someone brought it over, bought a 6-pack one day 6 months ago to try it because it was new. Took one sip and nobody else wanted anything to do with it. And but it's the only thing left. Nobody decided to make a beer run yet, and it's a little early for whiskey for me. So I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna go look at some properties. Well, property search was unsuccessful, kind of. I found a few properties that were fucking cherry, and I could look up on Onyx Hunt, which isn't a sponsored placement, but should be. It's where you can actually look up and see people's acreage, who owns it, their mailing address, etc. And there's for sale signs for the vacant lots out front, but it's dumb because there's no information for it, there's no address, so you can't look anything up about it. It just gives the realtor's number, and you have to give them a call, which I personally hate doing. I just want to look it up online and go look at it myself. But I'm just gonna have to do whatever it takes because I want to go buy a place, and I want to have some fun, and we'll start tearing into it, especially throughout the fall. So regardless, guys, thanks for joining me today. It's still Saturday night, kind of hanging out with the family, getting a pizza right now. Got some cold beer sitting at home, some whiskey that my gracious customer blessed me with. So it's gonna be a good night, and I head back down tomorrow, get ready for the week coming up. We're gonna kick some ass. Thanks for tuning in again, crew. I mean, I'm excited to have you guys. I'm excited to start vlogging more like this. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far, and so I'm going to start doing more and more of it, and I'll get more comfortable with it, which means I'll get better with it, get more people involved with it, etc. So we have nowhere to go but up from here. So thanks for tuning in again. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let's help grow this channel so we can do bigger, cooler things, and, you know, build a bigger, cooler cabin and type things. Just like show a lot of fun stuff. I have this green Ram 1500 we want to blow up, but obviously I need to have a decent subscriber base for it. So tell your friends about it. You know, the Blue Collar Power Hour. We want to help people get into the trades, grow in the trades, and find a great life in the trades. This is just showing my day-to-day life and the kind of life you can live in the trades. This Ram I have right here right now is actually one of my work trucks, and I'm going to be trading this in here in the next month, I believe. I'm going to go get what I believe is either going to be, I'm deciding between a 2020 F350 Platinum and build that, or just get a brand new AEV Prospector, which is kind of already built, and kind of trick it out a few other things. So big things are coming, so make sure you subscribe, comment, like, tell your friends about it, get people coming here, because a lot of cool stuff's going to be coming. So I'm excited for you guys, excited for me. It's going to be an exciting next year. So thanks for everybody that's been a part of this so far. I can't appreciate you guys enough. And so I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Peace.